Hello, boys and girls. This screencast will help you with making a bandwagon statement. A bandwagon statement is one in which you can think of as being a type of statement that convinces you that everyone's doing something. You don't want to miss out on a good opportunity or don't want to miss out being grouped or associated with a positive adjective or a positive connotation. So you should do it too. It's hard to resist that everybody's doing it kind of statement or the use of flattering language or a positive light, meaning everyone who acts like this or everyone who is this chooses, and then whatever the point of view is. So you want to get people to agree with you. And the idea is that you put the viewpoint in a positive light and use words that kind of convince the reader that everyone else is doing it, which kind of creates an urgency for the reader to also want to do it too. When you do that, it makes the reader feel that you'll be left out if you don't. And when you also flatter the people who have decided this decision, meaning everyone who has done this, all intelligent blank, have made this decision, then someone who is kind of deciding might use that as a final idea to kind of go in that direction, simply for the fact that the writer is complimenting those that agree with their viewpoint and those that have made that decision. And that little bit of flattery can be enough sometimes to convince a reader to also try to see things from that viewpoint. It might sound something like this in an opening. What do fit, healthy, bright people do to enhance the quality of their lives? Now, right away, there's some adjectives there that are flattering. Healthy, fit, and bright people. Someone reading that might say, well, I want to be someone who's healthy, fit, and bright. What do they do? Everyone. You notice the use of everyone, right? Everyone from Hollywood stars to business executives, successful people. There's a positive adjective there. In all walks of life, they all do it. That one sentence really says some positive things. Successful people, everyone's doing it, all of them do it. It's really kind of keeping that urgency, piquing that curiosity. What is it that everyone's doing it? And it makes the reader think, hmm, everyone's doing it? Am I doing it too? Can I do it too? Well, they make time to keep their bodies in tip top shape, and you can do it too. The question is, might joining a gym be the perfect way for you to join the ranks of these healthy specimens? And that kind of leads into the point. Now, this is a bandwagon um, opener. So they use more than one sentence to build up that urgency. And this is a way to open up a paragraph or sometimes conclude a paragraph. Now, one bandwagon statement would mostly use some sentence starters, but the overall idea is that you want someone to get the idea that if they agree with you, they will be doing what everybody else does, and they will have that positive association with that. If they don't, they'll be the opposite of what everyone's doing. And that does put a bit of peer pressure on people as well to kind of agree with the majority of what other people are doing, especially if it is in a positive light. So to make a simple bandwagon sentence, you want to take some positive adjectives and insert them into a sentence that will work well in your piece. The idea of bandwagon comes from the phrase jump on the bandwagon. And that means when people decide to join in or support others, everyone kind of jumps in and agrees with one viewpoint. A writer can use this technique to put a positive characteristic or adjective assigned to those that agree with the writer's viewpoint. The reader will want the writer will want your reader to identify with that positive group. So if the writer says that all intelligent, bright, successful people will choose this choice, then the reader will say, well, I would like to be bright, intelligent, successful. I will make that choice too. So there are some ways in which you can get that going in your piece. And there are some basic adjectives. Some quick ones that come to mind are intelligent, caring, successful, responsible. They may work in most pieces. There are some adjectives that also mean those words. So, in a sentence for the bandwagon, you want to get the idea that lots of other people are making this choice. But instead of just saying everyone's making the choice, why don't you? You want to also compliment the other people who have made the choice. And that will make someone read it and feel a little bit of pressure because everyone else has made this choice, but not just everyone, all intelligent owners, everyone who is caring would have welcomed a pet into their home. And that makes the reader think, everyone's doing it. And plus, I want to be associated with that positive adjective. So here are some examples. Usually, the idea of everyone, all of us, hundreds of people, thousands of people, depending on what's appropriate number wise, all of these people have joined in. That's used often. So the first one says hundreds or another number fact of blank owners. So you can think about empathetic, thriving, conscientious, wise, bright owners, or some other word that would fit your piece. Choose blank, and then you would talk about the cat or the dog. Blank owners, so a positive association, will surely adopt a, and you could also use cat or dog, but a word referent for cat or dog as well. If you need a list of word reference for cat or dogs, please also look on Google Classroom. Countless. So that's a word that kind of means the numbers just kind of go on and on. You want that idea that everybody's doing this, and it'll create that urgency. So, most of the sentence starters will talk about owners, families, adopters, pet enthusiasts, and there's spaces here for which you can put an adjective. These are some suggestions. They may not fit your piece as well as another adjective. These are only suggestions, they're positive ones. So, you can take a look at your piece and see what positive adjectives might work. If you would like to make up your own sentence starter or sentence for this, you are welcome to do so. But make sure you get the idea across that the viewpoint is of the people who agree with you will have a flattering or positive adjective. If you would like to also include some sort of number part, meaning everyone's joining in, you can also add that as well. Boys and girls, thank you for your attention, and I absolutely cannot wait to hear your bandwagon statements. Thank you for your hard work and attention.